Okay, folks, so here we have string beans. And basically, this is what they look like when you get them from the store. For those of you that may have never seen a string bean outside of a can, this is, well, what they look like after they've been, taken from the garden and all that kind of stuff. So, now what do you do with these? Okay, once again, this is a simple cooking channel for those that would like to empower themselves on a level of making their own food, getting away from processed foods and going organic. These would be organic. I'm not growing these myself. Someday I do hope to have a garden, but anyway, to start off, what I'm going to do is, even though they're organic, I'm going to wash them, you know, and I'm not going to wash them in tap water. Why? Because I don't drink tap water. So I'm going to wash them in good, clean water. Me, I use a reverse osmosis system, a countertop model, since I rent, and really because of that, I wouldn't be able to install a reverse osmosis system. Um, so that's what I do. I rinse them off really good with my nice, clean, drinkable water, and then you see it's got a little like stem on the end there. Well, I'm just gonna cut that off, and even though there's no stem here, it's like kind of older looking from where it got cut off or whatever in the factory. So I'm gonna cut off that side, and these little things on the end. Hold on, I'm being paged. And so I was just being paged by my daughters. I also do homeschooling, and they're studying right now, and they had a question. So I cut off those little ends too. And now, to your own specifications, likes, whatever. Me, I'm gonna make them about like that. So now, in the interest of time, you can grab a bunch, and then I just kind of push them up against the edge of my blade. So I just got them all at once like that, and I'll just kind of do it again here. Boom, just push them up against the edge. It usually works a lot smoother than that. There, but because I got the camera on. Okay, and then I'm just going to go like that. So this is all this instruction is. Just the first part of dealing with your green string beans. Yeah, get that in there. Okay, push it up against the edge. There you go. And if you're finding this interesting or maybe even amusing, go ahead and, if you would be so kind, give me a like. And if you have any, friendly comments, I'd be interested in those as well. And I say it like that because this is YouTube, and we know that YouTube also attracts a lot of people that have nothing better to do except make, bad comments, whatever. There's a messed up program in there, huh? Okay, so that's basically it. Now, just, like I said, cut them to your own desire. You could keep them whole if you wanted to. You could totally do that. And there you go. I have another video that takes it to the next level and actually places them in a pan of boiling water. What I usually do is I have the water boiling at first, then I'll drop them in, and then I'll set my timer for like 12 minutes. Now remember, you can eat, good, clean, organic string beans raw. You can certainly put them in a salad or just pick them up and munch on them. Years ago, when I did have a nice garden, I would just go out there in the field and eat them right up out of the soil, as it were. Now, I'm being paged again. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Well, basically, that's it. And I'm going to incorporate this into my daughter's lunch, and we'll go from there. I hope you found this interesting. Please give it a thumbs up. Once again, this is basically tutorials for those who may be clueless in the kitchen. There are some people that have never seen a string bean outside of a can. And that's true. It might seem odd to you who may be listening, but it is true. And so, in helping people to understand what to do with things like this, hopefully I'm just helping people that would like to graduate to the next level, get away from processed foods, because ultimately, even organic string beans, if they're in a can, um, it's bad news, you know? So let's do the best we can to be good to our bodies and go as fresh as possible. If you can, ideally, create your own garden. Now, I'm going to turn this on, turning on my heat, clean water. I'm going to bring this to a boil. These I've prepared by washing and just cutting off the ends like that. Just cutting off the ends. And so, yeah, obviously, this is for someone who may not have any experience. It's like, well, what do you do with string beans, man? You know, well, this is what you would do. Wash them, just cut off the ends, and then cut them into a size that suits you. Mostly, I just cut them in half because they're really about maybe about this long, and I just kind of cut them in half. So I'm going to bring this to a boil, and then I'm going to dump them in. At this point, I will pause this and continue this simple video in just a moment. Okay, now we're back, and our water is boiling, and we're just going to put these in. I always prefer metal or wood over plastic. Plastic is something to be avoided. So we've put these in, and you have enough water to cover them, which I have there. I'm going to turn this down now, and I'm going to set my timer for 12 minutes. Feel free to experiment, but 12 minutes usually works pretty good for me. I still want it to be a little bubbly, but not that overwhelming boil. Echo, set string bean timer 12 minutes. And so now at the end of all this, how do I get them out of there? Well, this is a colander, very handy device. Once again, made of metal. And it's got these little feet. I can just set it in my sink if I want to. Also, if I wanted to go a different way, I could use this. It's a handy tool. I would just stick it in there and get them out like that. I really like this. If I think about it, maybe I'll put a link to this in the description. But there won't be an affiliate link. Maybe sometime in the future I'll have an affiliate link for it, or I might make a few pennies if somebody bought it. But for now, it'll just be a link if you're interested in this really cool tool. I like it. Got it on Amazon. Amazon's tricky. There's a lot of, well, crap on Amazon, but this is good. Anyway, moving right along. So when my timer goes off, I'll just, pour them and at that, as I mentioned, into a colander or use my big spoon. And now ideally, a little bit of crunch left in the string bean would be a good thing. Also, you can eat string beans raw. Just, wash them. And once again, do your best to go organic. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this short string bean cooking tutorial. Please like and subscribe. Perhaps share with your friends. And as I say, ring that bell or click that bell, whatever you do with that bell, so you'll know when I make another upload. Okay, there it is. Have a happy day. Thanks for watching.